Yeah, we're going to stay in this time zone, in the central time zone, for the rest of this season, I hear.
Makes a difference.
Yeah.
Any updates yet that who's
Playing? Yeah, we got Norman Powell is back. It'd be good to see him tonight. It'd be no Ibaka tonight. He's got a little swelling on his knee. And Lowry still out. And JV's out, of course. So that's it. Everybody else is ready to go.
I mean, Norman was in here saying like he hopes he can pick up the pace maybe with that second unit and
Yeah.
bring him a little defensive edge. I imagine that's something he'd love to have happen too.
Yeah, I mean, he's been out for a while, right? I just hope he can get back in the swing of things. Obviously, we love his open floor athleticism. And again, just his athleticism in general. He can guard, he can rebound, he can get out and run a little bit. But I think it'll be a easing in process for him tonight. Just let's get him out there and get him some minutes and get some of that rust off, and we'll see where he is.
He was playing well before he got
Been great.
hurt. What does he have to do to make sure he picks up where he leaves off without maybe trying to do too much?
That's exactly right. Probably doesn't need to try to do too much is the biggest thing. I think it's play within the rhythm of the offense. You know, get in his stance and get physical on defense, and you know, try to get dirty a little bit. I always say that. I want him to get a little dirtier, get on the floor a little bit, take a charge, get his body into people. You know, get some deflections, things like that, and let the offense come as it may.
Is Danny Green could be a role model for a guy like Norm, just in terms of the kind of career he's carved for himself? Obviously, he's got the elite shooting right now, but
Yeah, that'd be a good career path for any young two guard to follow. Is Danny Green's, that's for sure.
With Serge and JV both out, have you seen enough from Chris Boucher yet? I know he hasn't had a ton of practice time with you guys. You know, there could conceivably be a situation where you need him tonight. What's your comfort level with Chris?
First of all, it's a really nice sweater. I really like your sweater. Yeah, I mean, listen, we've seen a lot from him. He's obviously played unbelievably good in the D League, G League, right? Sorry, I'm a D leaguer. I'll get there one of these days. And yeah, we got to throw him out tonight's the night. We got to throw him out there, right? I think with JV out, it was natural to give Greg all the backup minutes. Right, that's what we have him for. But now with both JV and Serge out, Greg moves into the starting lineup, and it just feels a little bit more like a common sense thing to do to let him play some backup, especially in the first parts of the game. You know, just to see how he does. You know, right? We got to get him out there and see how he handles himself. And I mean, you guys know me well enough. I give a guy a chance, and if they're okay, we let them roll, right? And if they're not, we'll start making more of our adjustments on what we're going to do. But yeah, the one thing we do know about him is this: he's not afraid, right? He is not afraid, and that's a big time quality to have when you're setting foot on an NBA floor.
What makes Indy so dangerous on the defensive end?
Well, they're just really good, right? I mean, they're just really solid. They got a whole group of guys that understand that defense is who they are, right? And every guy steps out there, gets in the stance, buckles down to guard his man. They're really good at helping each other. They've got a really good comfort level of being of guarding the ball when they're not guarding the ball, right? They help each other. They're in the paint. They feel good about being able to get back out. And they get their hands on a lot of balls. They're a high turnover creating team. Got a really good. That guy's Dan Burke is a hell of a defensive coach, and so is Nate McMillan. Really, so they're very well coached.
Do you guys have to be on high alert when you're facing a team that's coming off of a loss like Indiana did last night, knowing that they're going to come out probably with some extra?
I think so. I think. You know, we see it happen to everybody around the league, right? You're playing really well, and second you let your foot off the gas a little bit. Anybody in the league can beat you. Again, it's no bad teams, just goofy records, right? And you know, a loss usually tends to refocus you. But we've got two, so we better be doubly focused ourselves.
When you look at a guy like Victor Oladipo, how rare is it for someone? Not that he was a slouch in Orlando or OKC, but like, I guess the narrative was he wasn't going to be that go-to guy, that all-star, and then he turns it around. How rare is that? What do you think he's done to make that happen?
Well, I think the things he possessed were some incredible athleticism, right? Speed, strength, and skill with the ball, and a lot of things in this league. I mean, that's a pretty pronounced statement he's made. But the right place, right time fits a lot of things in this league, and he just needed his right team and his right system and staff and opportunity. Really is what it comes down to for a lot of guys, and that's certainly what it looks like to me. I mean, he always was kind of fast and getting to the rim, and with all the teams he played with, so just fit him. I give him a lot of credit. I think he's a super hard worker. I've seen him around a little bit in his work ethic. Talked to some coaches that have worked with him, so I've also given him a lot of credit for kind of being thrust into this star role, being able to handle it consistently, and also having a tremendous work ethic and attitude to propel him into it.
You've talked often about changing strategies as the game goes on and finding out what works any particular night. Is that generally because of the way teams defend you, or the stuff that you're getting from your guys that might be unexpected?
Yeah, I think a little both, and a little bit is the way we end up getting matched up too, Doug. Sometimes I think that some of that stuff usually ends up on the defensive end, mostly, right, where we see a coverage or a matchup or something that'll take them maybe out of their rhythm. That's kind of more, I think, where I'm thinking with changing things most of the time, right? And even if it's just I don't know, Clippers, Golden State, we were coming out just playing the zone, one possession out of timeouts a lot again, just to continually keep them off kilter or whatever. And sometimes it shows you, I don't know, like I felt our guys, sometimes I'm in that timeout and I say, hey, let's go a possession of zone, and they're like, yeah, let's do it. And that shows that they're confident enough to just kind of roll with whatever we're doing. And sometimes they're like, no, and they don't want a possession to get away from them, or possibly or whatever. But I like it when they are most of the time receptive to just going out and executing whatever we call and taking a look at stuff.
Like the other night, you went to a Kawhi Surge pick and roll that we hadn't seen very much. Was that because you got you what you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna use that a little bit. We were really all over the place the other night. I think a lot of it had to do with who we had in the game. I mean, the first three pick and rolls of the game were DeLon Surge, then the next one was Kawhi Danny setting, and then the next one was Kawhi Surge, right? So we were trying to again mix them up, and I'm just. A lot of times in these games, I'm quickly trying to see how they're playing it with the different matchups to see where we can, what we can put in our pocket for later, or how the coverages look, and again, then make our adjustments from there.